A farmhouse living room is all about warmth, comfort, and a sense of timeless charm. Whether you live in the countryside or just want to bring that rustic, homey feel into your home, a farmhouse-inspired living room can create an inviting atmosphere that blends classic and modern elements seamlessly. The beauty of this style is that it doesn't have to feel outdated or overly traditional. With the right mix of textures, colors, and furniture, you can design a space that feels cozy yet stylish, nostalgic yet fresh. One of the most important aspects of a farmhouse living room is the color palette. Soft, neutral tones like whites, creams, beiges, and light grays set the foundation for a bright and airy space. These colors help create a relaxed and open feel, making the room feel more spacious and welcoming. If you want to add warmth, earthy tones like warm browns, sage green, or muted blues can bring in depth without overpowering the space. The key is to keep things natural and understated, allowing the beauty of the textures and materials to shine through. Furniture plays a big role in achieving that farmhouse look. A comfortable, oversized sofa with plush cushions invites relaxation, while a classic linen or cotton slipcover adds to the cozy appeal. Sectionals work well for larger spaces, providing plenty of seating for family gatherings, while a simple love seat or a well-worn leather couch can bring a more intimate charm to a smaller room. Mixing and matching furniture pieces instead of opting for a perfectly coordinated set adds to the collected over time aesthetic that makes farmhouse style feel so authentic. A rustic coffee table is a must-have in a farmhouse living room. A reclaimed wood table with visible knots and imperfections brings character to the space, making it feel lived in and loved. If you want something a bit more refined, a distressed white or gray painted table with turned legs can give off that vintage, cottage-like appeal. To add storage, consider a trunk-style coffee table, which can double as a place to store blankets and books. Side tables made of wood, metal, or a combination of both can tie the look together while offering practical surfaces for lamps, plants, or decorative accents. Speaking of decorative accents, farmhouse style is all about layering textures and adding meaningful details that make the space feel personal. Throw pillows and blankets in natural fabrics like linen, cotton, and wool bring warmth and softness, while subtle patterns like buffalo check, ticking stripes, or florals add a touch of charm. Woven baskets not only serve as stylish storage solutions but also introduce an organic element that enhances the rustic vibe. Placing a few baskets around the room for holding extra pillows, firewood, or magazines keeps things both functional and visually appealing. Wood is a key material in farmhouse decor, and there are countless ways to incorporate it into your living room. Exposed wooden beams on the ceiling create a striking architectural feature, instantly adding character and depth. If your home doesn't already have beams, you can install Fogg's wooden beams to achieve the look. A shiplap accent wall painted in crisp white can bring in that farmhouse charm, making the room feel fresh and bright. Wooden floating shelves are another great addition, allowing you to display family photos, vintage finds, or small potted plants in a way that feels casual yet intentional. A fireplace is the heart of many farmhouse living rooms. Whether it's a real wood-burning fireplace, a gas insert, or even an electric version, having a focal point like a fireplace instantly enhances the coziness of the space. A simple wooden mantle, whether stained or painted white, offers the perfect spot for seasonal decor, framed art, or a beautiful antique clock. If your fireplace surround needs an update, consider whitewashing brick for a softer, aged look or adding a stone facade to enhance the rustic feel. Even if you don't have a working fireplace, creating a fox fireplace with stacked logs or candles can still bring that charming ambience into the room. Farmhouse lighting is all about mixing practicality with a touch of vintage appeal. Oversized pendant lights with metal or glass shades make a statement while providing plenty of illumination. A wrought iron chandelier with candle-style bulbs can add a touch of elegance while still keeping the space relaxed and unfussy. Table lamps with ceramic or wooden bases and linen shades help create a warm glow in the evenings, while wall sconces with an industrial or antique-inspired design can add character to reading nooks or above side tables. Incorporating vintage or repurposed pieces is a great way to give your farmhouse living room a unique and authentic feel. Flea market finds, thrifted furniture, or family heirlooms all contribute to the layered, collected look that makes farmhouse style so charming. An old wooden ladder leaning against the wall can be used to display blankets, while a vintage trunk can serve as both a coffee table and storage piece. A distressed or an antique armoire can be transformed into a media console, blending beauty with function. Plants and greenery breathe life into a farmhouse living room, bringing in a fresh, natural element that balances the rustic materials. A large fiddle leaf fig tree in the corner adds height and texture, while smaller potted plants like succulents, lavender, or ivy can be placed on shelves or coffee tables for a pop of green. If you love flowers, a simple mason jar or ceramic pitcher filled with fresh blooms can instantly brighten up the space. Farmhouse decor often includes meaningful or sentimental touches that make the space feel like home. Framed family photos, handmade quilts, or a wall sign with an inspiring quote can all add to the cozy and welcoming feel. Large-scale artwork featuring landscapes, farm animals, or botanical prints can serve as a beautiful focal point without overwhelming the space. A well-placed mirror with a distressed wood or metal frame can reflect light and make the room feel even more open and airy. Textiles play a huge role in creating that cozy farmhouse feel. Layering an area rug over hardwood floors adds warmth and softness underfoot. Natural fiber rugs like jute or sisal bring in an organic touch, while Persian or vintage-style rugs can introduce a bit of color and pattern without feeling too bold. Curtain panels in lightweight linen or cotton let in natural light while adding an effortless elegance to the room. If privacy is a concern, woven bamboo shades can complement the rustic elements while providing functionality. For homes with an open concept layout, a farmhouse living room should flow seamlessly into the surrounding spaces. Using a cohesive color palette and similar materials throughout the kitchen, dining area, and living space helps create a harmonious look. If the living room is part of a larger great room, using area rugs and furniture placement to define different zones can help keep the space feeling cozy and inviting. The key to a great farmhouse living room is striking the perfect balance between comfort, function, and timeless style. It's about creating a space that feels lived in and loved, where family and friends can gather and relax. Whether you're going for a modern farmhouse look with clean lines and a neutral palette, or a more traditional approach with vintage-inspired elements and rustic textures, the key is to make the space feel warm, inviting, and uniquely yours. With the right mix of furniture, decor, and personal touches, a farmhouse living room can be the perfect retreat that brings a sense of peace and nostalgia while still feeling fresh and updated.